Howdy, welcome back. I'm the Stretch Professor. Today we're doing another episode in our legendary Queek campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. Let's go ahead and get in here. Alright, so it's been a little bit. It's been a few days since I played. I've had a stockpile of videos. It's like super late at night, but you know what? Just in between staying up really late grading some essays, I just feel like I just want to take a break and play some Warhammer, so try and crank out at least one episode here. Okay. So last time, I'm trying to remember what we were doing. Last time we won a pretty tough battle here.
We are brave.
Remember, we were definitely think of beating these guys up. I think we can take them. And then we can have Queek dash over to reinforce the lead. So we should be able to fight them and then dash back, and Queek should be able to reinforce.
Stay underground.
Okay. And then we can put this, reunite this guy with Queek. Okay. Alright, we got Immortal here, great. Just take more stock of sort of what's going on here. Dwarves have the greenskins under control. We are going to have to fight them, but we need to clean this up because these guys just aren't getting peace with us. I really wish I could have gotten peace, at least with the Archon. So that I could come up here and fight these dwarves, but those dwarves, like I said, when we go to fight them, it's going to be like, you know, World War III up here because they have a lot of friends. I guess they don't, yeah, they have a lot of friends. I was going to say they don't have that many, but they do. They have Vampire Counts, Telia, and Border Princes, and the Bloody Hands somehow. These are all allied with them. Now, they are fighting Carrick Norn, they're fighting Bordello. The big worry is we can probably beat Vampire Counts. Yeah, the dwarves themselves will actually be pretty tough, it looks like. I know they've gotten a lot of buffs in recent patches. I've never played against in-game dwarves that were actually like a powerhouse faction, so it'll be interesting to try to navigate that. Usually I take out the dwarves pretty early, and they don't amount to much in a lot of the campaigns, but this will be interesting. There's a lot of great fighting going on, and it's still, you know, we're not going to get up there until like turn 150, so that's great. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. This is on the risky side. Remember, we have up to that red amount, we still have that health. That's just what we're going to lose if we stay there the whole time. These guys can't run. Now I can't reinforce. I'm just out of range to reinforce, so I can't do that. I should be able to run after this, so that these guys can't attack me the next turn, but I don't think these guys have another army. We just killed one. I doubt they have more than 3. We do have lots of summons. We have pretty healthy Hell Pit Abominations. They don't have good answers to that. They only have 1 Stalker. We talked about last episode, so let's go ahead and get in here. It's a little risky. If they have like another 20 stacks sitting right here, it could be a problem, but I'm pretty confident they won't. Okay. And they're gonna be winded as well, because they dashed. So they're gonna have quite a bit of vigor loss, which means it's going to take them forever to run over there, and we should be able to mess them up with some of our artillery. Now, I goofed up. I really have to leave one of these abominations in the bag so that it can kill the Ashanti when those show up. We want to invest any food. And I really would like to not go into red. That's where you start losing the money, and we need this money right now. We've got some pretty good income, but if we can save up to about 100,000, we can afford another army. As we get another army, we're going to go into the red by like, to get like another serious army, we'll probably be in the red like 2,000 or 3,000 right now until we get more income. We will need a 3rd army eventually, but alright, let's do it. We didn't come over here not to fight him. Shit, +5 melee. I don't think the speed matters that much. Defense -4. I mean, I guess we can put it on these guys, sure. Just help them reposition a little faster. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Okay, interesting. Oh, I was going to say a lot of people that... I was saying interesting because the map shape there. A lot of people, you know, complain about Warhammer 2 and they'll try to get all these mods to fix it to where you don't have as much of a tax on your army. You literally start with 0 magic. I remember we do get -10, but my god, that's unlucky. I've never seen that. Well, we want to go way over here, I think. We get some nice clean shots at them. We don't want obstructed vision. I mean, the furthest we could go away is like over here. We could go up like on this hill. How much further is that? Yeah, that's actually pretty close. This is an interesting map. I've never seen a map quite like this before. If we go in this corner, that's pretty close. We're gonna get... And we will get kind of swarmed. That's pretty close. We only have one of these warp lightning cannons anyways, so maybe that doesn't matter that much. Yeah, right there would actually be a pretty good spot. Because then it's going to take all these infantry forever to walk over here. So they'll have to reform their lines and all that stuff. I think that's what I like.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fine. And then the horses might come over here a little bit early, also, which would be nice. Got one warp fire cannon here. Okay, now these guys I need to make do not fire at will, do not skirmish, because they keep killing my own units there, which is bad, obviously. Okay. Go with this. These guys right here. And we have no menace from below, and we have no magic yet, although we do have quite a lot. In general, we have 133 power reserve, so it should fill up pretty quickly. But yeah, that's gonna be rough. Alright, so we're still a little injured.
Destruction.
Okay.
Big priest.
Ooh, that could have been bad. Yeah, get all of these guys over here. Almost accidentally pressed it. It is late at night, like I said. So hopefully I don't make a ton of mistakes, but that could have been bad.
Brave, fierce baby. Big priest.
There we go. They did move a little bit out of range there. They're running out of range. Dang it. So I did lose a little bit of my firing action there. always want to aim just for the most densely populated areas. There we go. So they're trying to flank over there. It's fine. I guess I could go ahead and pop Arcane Conduit. Almost got our firing back up. Crap, I forgot about these things. No. Dang it, I didn't mean to cast it right there. But maybe we can hold a minute. Alright, we got him. Pretty sure. Yeah. These guys, I mean, it was all about my kind of special forces. It wiped them out. The plague or whatever spell is just freaking beast mode against like low HP skeletons. The catapults are always rock stars. And then this one particular unit here just crushed them with a couple of volleys. Now, infantry definitely got a little dinged up there, but
Great victory! Tell the clan!
okay, nice. We're getting out of that penalty. We're getting a little more leadership. Slowly digging our way out. Getting 7% regen's pretty nice, but still kind of in cash mode right now.
All inferior weak to Mimi.
Okay, so I could dash anywhere I can go where I'm not going to take like a ton of attrition.
Trust him for now.
Yeah, engineering skill. Definitely want that one. Almost immortal here.
Not trusted yet.
Earthing. I don't really overcast anything. Pestilent Breath, that would lower the cost by 2, which is nice. I still do use that sometimes. As you saw, I used it in that fight a little bit. That's just, if you really want to wipe them out, you throw down, you know, Plague, and then you throw that in there too, and it's just like double AoE damage. And then he naturally does area of effect damage as well with one of his, just his aura for riding that thing, Billowing Death. So he does a lot of AoE. Area of effect damage. Okay. So maybe our plan can be...
Yes.
We dash over here, reinforce him. Art Ghoul or whatever, does that have balls? Let's see, it probably does. This guy can probably come down to Himri for a turn. Replenish, because I really don't want to send this squad. I mean, I guess I could send them to help me siege this, and then they could be the ones to get in there and replenish, but I think I'd rather just send them over here to replenish. I don't need both of those armies for this, and then I can use this army to start, once it gets replenished, to start tearing this stuff up, and I can use Queek to tear this up and work his way north a little bit. Well, just at least take this. Galbraez, Gorgazon, Grunty. I don't even know where that is. It's gotta be like right here, I think. Okay, whatever. We can deal with just 3 provinces. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna dash down a little bit here.
Run, fools! Mighty warrior champion.
I'm gonna stay in my own territory a little bit here.
Great victory! Tell the clan! Soon now.
We should be able to hit this next turn. Yeah, we're gonna be a little dinged up, but that's okay.
Silent killer. Kill. Me superior.
That's the good one, right? Yeah, it's level 22. Where's this other little dinky one? I think they killed him, right? Trying to remember. I think all the towns are pretty much where I wanted them to be, just tier 3. Why is this place having problems? Okay, the food should change here soon. We can switch over if we have to public order. Great Pyramid's gonna be rough. We'll have a guy, we'll have Rell over there to help clear that up. Okay, okay, we did upgrade this now, so we can actually make the assassins if we want to. We'll do that later, though. We won't worry about that for now. New Moss is secure. We can have Rell come over here after he heals and pick up the rest of this province. Just have him hover around Black Pyramid.
What's your back tail?
Gonna take, like, actually forever. Upgrade this. I mean, if there's gonna be a rebellion anyways, we might as well just go all out. Cause let's go ahead and just get this going. We need to get this moving a bit faster. We can start building that thing again. Hopefully we can protect it this time. Sure, let's go ahead and we'll get this online. Then might as well get this online. We'll go ahead and stabilize that public order since we're starting to gain the territory. Get it under control. This place is gone in a couple of turns. That place is fine. That place is fine. For now. If we have to upgrade this down the line, whatever. Okay. Oh, they haven't assassinated this guy yet. Okay, so we're gonna rotate him over, probably try to park him in Black Temple and see if that helps Black Temple area. I keep calling it Black Temple, the Temple of Nagash. Okay. And that should be good to go. Greenskin's got a wall, huh? Dude, if they manage to get, like, to beat back these dwarves and start taking all my stuff again, I'm gonna be annoyed. Interesting. Okay, so they're doing stuff over here. That's not happening. So they got that. Okay, this is their capital, apparently. Means if their capital's in a place that... Oh, well. That is their capital, I guess.
Let's have you then. I'll hear what you say, so I can shove the words right back down your throat.
God, he's at war with everybody. Alright. These dwarves are cute. I think they're way more powerful than I am. Huh. There's a lot of powerful factions left on the map. There's at least 22 factions left. Like, turn 130. That's pretty crazy.
Mighty warrior champion.
Do not betray your king.
Okay, so we should be able to crush him here. Now, I could go for, the town and then replenish, but then I let them backdoor and potentially take out Numas. I don't want to have to run them down and deal with that.
Keep gracious scum away.
No, I still like the idea of running him back over there just to replenish. And... Here, okay, whatever. Let's just kill him.
Get the things.
They're really gonna make me fight this. I don't want to lose, like, an abomination or something. It'd be terrible. But I also don't want to waste time fighting it. Whatever. Let's just hold our nose and do it. Okay. No, we lost 2 freaking storm vermin. Damn it. Really frustrating. And those are level 9 storm vermin too.
Swell the hordes of
They would never
Moors.
kill anything if I just manually did that fight.
Scurry away, things.
I just have to fight every single fight, basically as Skaven, and that's frustrating because I eventually want to be able to finish the campaign. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I do like it, but at the same time, it's like,
Merciful.
you know, I'm clearly gonna slaughter them. Those are level 1 freaking skeletons. Are you kidding me? Against level 9 storm vermin?
8 beats is mine. Mine.
I've already proven I can win that fight like a million times.
Distance to cover. And Moors. Scamper Scuddy.
Okay, I'm gonna take this next turn. That's frustrating.
Yes, yes. Queek always wins.
There we go. Now it's just a couple more turns, and we'll get to the tier 3. How much does that thing cost again to set up? 9,000. I mean, it is a really strong building. I mean, let's be honest. But
This is your end.
he's just gonna pop up another army over here. He can't build that much more, though. I mean, he has his regiments of renown, I guess he can use, but
Death missing.
okay, I could go ahead and mule out if I want to. A couple of, like, death runners.
Mighty warrior champion.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Could grab, like, one more globadier,
Tell Nordwell of Queek's
a storm
victory.
vermin, and yeah, because I only want like 3 of these, maybe. One of these, a storm vermin, and 2 death runners. Or I could get one more hell pit abomination for 2, so I have 3. Maybe that's better, because those can double as front line. That's what I do. So we can hire one more mule, and I want, what, like a total of 4 death runners. So I can put 2 in this army and 2 in this army. Someone asked me
We are brave, mighty.
a second ago, or like in a
Mighty warrior champion.
like, why don't use the global recruitment? The global recruitment takes a very long time to recruit stuff that takes multiple turns. So instead of like 2 turns, for example, to hire these, it would take 4 turns, and it costs a lot more gold as well to recruit them. and you have to be garrisoned, so you can't be moving, and you have to be stationed in a town. That will be useful maybe when I'm much further from my hometown, but like right now, if I hire somebody just to build that stuff over here, then that frees up my main army so they can advance my map positions. They can fight towns, win battles, do productive things on the map. Because if I have to sit still with this army, you know, it's like a 5,000 gold army. This one's like a 6,000 gold army. If I have to sit there and do nothing with that army, that's a huge waste of my resources. So I constantly want to be, you know, trying to advance, gain more pressure, gain more position, and then just let this extra guy over here that's not doing anything buy stuff for me. Now, is it a bit more expensive to do that? Yeah, because it's going to put an extra tax on everybody. But having these armies cost 15% more is better than one of them costing 100% more, because they'd have to sit there and do nothing except for recruit the entire time. So, you know, if they're really dinged up like this one, maybe I could get away with hiring like a couple of storm vermin here if I needed to, because I can hire those in one turn typically, so it'd be 2 for global. That might be worth it, but you don't want to be sitting around waiting 4 turns on death globes or 6 turns on hell pit abominations. It's just not a good use of your resources. These guys are really overperforming. They're not killing a lot, but they can take a beating, and that's really nice. And there's such a good combo with the mages because I can just cast like that plague right on top of them when they're completely surrounded by infantry, and it's not going to hurt them at all hardly, but it's just going to completely obliterate everybody else. So I can just do Skaven things and cast all my area perfect stuff and not worry about hitting my own people that much. I do have to watch out with the Globadiers because they're huge, and the Hell Pit Abominations are huge, but okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and grab a 3rd Abomination for Queek here. So recruit a Lord. Yeah, that guy lost 2 loyalty because I took all his stuff. Whatever, it's fine. He's just a level 3. We could get another one if we wanted to. Okay, this dude's not gonna matter either. Okay.
One watches me.
I just jumped straight to like engineering skill, or I think I need to come down here to ancient cunning and then work my way towards lightning strike and quartermaster. That's the most important thing. If I hire this guy down the line, I think that's what I would want to do with him. Okay, so let's put him in here. And we can go ahead and hire, since we wanted 1 abomination, 1 death globe runner, or a death globe bombardier. See, if you hire oh, it's only Queek who gets it in 1 turn also, so these guys would be 4 turns if I hired them globally. That's just way too long. And you get all the way up to like the abominations are 6 turns, you know. Doom Wheel's 6 turns. Not that I'm ever going to get a Doom Wheel again, probably, but that's just way too long. Unless you're like really, really far away from your capital, then maybe it's worth it. You could just hire a mule over there and have the mule hire this stuff so he can sit there for like 6 turns, but there's no point in doing that because I'm just a couple of provinces over right now. So you might see that later in the game, but it's not really something that I need to do right now. Okay, so I was going to do those 2, and then I need 4 death runners, but I can only hire those over here. Okay, so we can go ahead, this has plenty of public order. We can go ahead and prepare this by local recruitment capacity.
Hornet one watches me.
Okay, and then, all right, yeah, so we have that guy, this guy. That will replace the 2 weak Globadiers. That'll replace these guys. So I'll have 3 death Globadiers, 1 more Hell Pit Abomination. I would actually like 1 more Plague Clock Catapult also, instead of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab one of those then while we're at it. Grab 1 more Catapult. It means I'm going to lose the level 9 bonus on him, but I think that's just a better composition overall. The catapults just overperform these. These are nice against single target big things that are scary, but I think that these are just better against more types of units out there. Okay. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll switch that up, and then we'll grab the 2 Death Runners and hand them off later. Okay, looks good. Pretty sure all my buildings are all good here. Just one final sweep through. Okay, that's almost done. Not quite yet. Public order's fine. It's all good. It's stabilized. Okay. Yep. We're slowly getting all of our food back too, now that we're actually getting some fighting in here.
Whoa. Let's have you then.
Who did he move yet? He's moved.
Assassinating.
Make sure everybody's moved. Okay. God, those dwarves just got a lot stronger on this turn too. I wonder, they must have taken some more territory. I'm just mostly crafting these armies right now to be anti-dwarf as much as I can be. Where's Norska from Mortal Empires? I think that maybe they're going to do it this month or next month. I'm not sure. There, do that. Okay, so I did get some nice replenishment. That is delightful. This is going to be 4 turns. Now we have to be there when there is a rebellion. Like, you have to actually physically be there because there's no garrison. So the rebellion can just walk in and, like, burn your pyramid on the first turn. I mean, I could just run over there and sit and just store up public order, not even worry about fighting the rebellion. Am I interested in doing that? Possibly, yeah. I mean, I could let the rebellion happen, but yeah, let's sit right there for now. We'll help that out, and then because I do want to come down here and take out Cetra before he gets too big.
This camp is scary. What? On one command.
Okay. Yeah, so if we chill here for a turn, that'll definitely give us some more public order. Okay. That dude died. Alright. I just have to take this now with no garrison. Gonna make us fight, I know they are.
Need more trophies, yes.
It's gonna be really annoying, but whatever, let's do it.
Kill, slay, maim. Yes.
Okay,
Slaves
let's
work,
do it.
then die.
It might be a blessing in disguise to go ahead and upgrade this army. The fact that we lost those two dudes. Okay, I think that curse wore off. Where we get the -10. Oh, this is a little frustrating. We can't like get into a corner. I mean, I guess we could. Maybe that's what we have to do. We should have enough ammo to take out. All this stuff. So we can't just run over there like with like 4 towers pounding on us. We're too injured for that. Can't pull that off. Once again, we gotta control those guys carefully because they can kill all of our own stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna chill over here. Anything takes missile fire, I want it to be the abominations because they can heal. I'm pretty sure they can heal even beyond where they start because they're a single entity. So I think they can heal beyond the 6807. A lot of times things that regenerate can't heal past where they start because they'll be missing entities. So if you only have like 6 trolls out of whatever, they can't heal past half health to start with because there's only 6 of them. You can't resurrect and get to 12 naturally unless you have like an undead spell or something that does that. But if it's a single entity unit, then in theory it can regenerate all the way up to full, I believe. Double check. Yeah, he can heal past his starting point. Now they only heal at, I think like 6 per second, something like that. Whoa, bro. Everyone else has figured this out. Why can't you figure this out? Hey. Kill this. What are y'all doing? I don't know why this one dude can't figure it out. Pretty much gonna be it. Man, those things are sturdy. Holy crap. MBs. I do have a lot of ammo, though. I wonder if we use most of it just to knock out these towers, though. Why can't this dude figure it out? It's literally right there. What? It can't have its line of sight locked. Why can't the catapults figure this out? There's no excuse for that. They can fire up on the rafters better than they can fire at walls. I don't know. These things are better at taking out walls. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should keep 2 of them around for sieges. Catapults can take out walls too, though, typically. I don't know why they're tripping. These can actually kill things like quarrelers up on there, which is going to be very important in stores, because quarrelers are a very big deal. Like when they have, you know, like 10 quarrelers up here, that's a huge deal. So yeah, taking out the towers is good, but you also need to kill quarrelers. These are completely worthless in sieges other than taking out towers, because they don't have an arcing shot, so they can't really hit stuff.
Over here.
Go ahead and kill that one. a little bit. Tear that gate up. What? Y'all get confused? Do you think I meant to go melee? Some of the pathing is definitely squirrely. This. Okay, kill that. They're like hiding behind this little structure here so that I can't really hit them that way.
Counselor's command. Die. Onwards.
Guess we have to be like directly in front of it. Those globes do look pretty cool. The physics of some of these things, why they can't, like, why some of them can fire and why some of them can't, is kind of frustrating. When you fire through this gate, I mean, it's open. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Council's command. Bombardiers. We serve. Slaves down. What was ordered? Global
go.
Forward, backwards. Oh, Scotty, yes.
Those are halberds. Okay.
Yes, master. Scotty. Round, bravo. Scott, Scotty. Warlock engineer.
Oh, I forgot I do have warp lightning. I can actually cast that up there. It's colorful. Crap. Forgot about these dudes. Dang it, why do I always forget about them? No, they're trying to kill one of my catapults. No, it's a level 9 catapult. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Don't. No. It's troll as hell. Like, sweet, let's see if we can get one of his units. No, it's wiped out. Pieces of garbage, man. I just suicided just to kill my one unit. So now I have to hire another one. It's not the end of the world, it's just amusingly trolled. Just okay, everybody went berserk. Try to kill my wizard. Okay. Well, maybe this guy made it out. I'm pretty sure it died. I gotta remember to lead back in the Hope of Abomination.
My win. Nothing but what you. Send minions. Find treasure warpstone.
I mean, I should have enough.
Make Queek rich.
It's 3,000 gold.
Send minions.
We should have enough movement to move back in there and get it this turn. Oh, nice. Yes, yes.
Keep Gracia scum away. Get the things.
Scribes are awesome. I think if I'm remembering this, this might have been just for the, yeah, I did lose that one, or lightning cannon. If I'm remembering this correctly, that might have been with the lizardmen. But I think it was, you can get at least 2 people with the scribes. Like, so you can have Queek, and then you could have, like, maybe the corrupted guy could also have scribes. I can't remember. No. Maybe that was with the lizardmen. But I remember you could get, like, 2 people that could get the movement speed buff, which was pretty crazy. Alright.
Should kill when get chance.
Okay, so we get all that replenishment. We don't really overcast. Like, I never overcast Plague. You can. I mean, I suppose it's probably a pretty good bargain if you overcast it. What is it, normally 11? It goes to 16. It's -4 for the upgraded, but it goes down to 8 for the normal. Usually the normal is enough. Maybe later on I might need earthing if we start facing chaos and I want to overcast it to make sure they die. Oh, Wither. Okay, so we want this one. I haven't been using that much, but that might actually come in handy against some super heavily armored stuff down the line.
Stinks like a gracier.
Yeah, here. I just want him to be like the ultimate duelist. Public order bonus is nice. Care about his charge bonus. He's gonna stick in combat against people a lot of time. I think just survivalist maybe. Could come in handy.
This is dark omen.
Gotta go take out Galber as next on the docket. Can we do it with just a 17 stack? Maybe. Grab some growth. We can just let the trolls have Grunty. That's fine. We just take these 3 to start with. Okay. Moved him down. Moved him. Okay. Carrick. Azul. Why did I upgrade this to tier 3? Just for funsies, I guess. Why not, I suppose. Now, I could make this a recruitment center, because I am going to be waging war against the dwarves, but I'm not sure the bonus that I get for having Carrick 8 Piso, which is, you don't want to invest in tier 5 and all this infrastructure here if you're just going to make another tier 5 right next door. You know, you want to have like a major recruitment center, ideally, if you're trying to take over the whole map, every like maybe 3 provinces or so, you know, every like screen click or 2 away, you know, having a tier 5 just... town would be nice. Now this does have a huge, I'm gonna occupy this at level 3 though, 100%. Because I don't know what the building is, but I want it. I think we'll just put this in here for now. If we need to change it later, we can. Okay. This stuff's already tier 5. Alright. Okay, so the question is, do we need to get another one of these then? I think so, yeah. Another option, I mean, we could just run a 3 artillery set. The artillery's so strong, though. We could run a Plague Monk, one of these, a Plague Monk Sensor Bearer. Could run one of those instead of a Death Runner. Where did I want to put these 2 Death Runners instead of these guys? So what's this comp? This is 4 infantry, basically. This is 4 infantry. What am I changing here that's different? Was I going to get another Storm Vermin? Okay, so wait, I want 4 of these. There's going to be 1 more of these. That's 18 units. 1 more of these, that's 19 units. Well, that's gonna be a replacement. No, one's gonna be a replacement, one's gonna be a new one. Okay, so 1 more, that's 19 units. 2 Death Runners. Okay, I've got... Oh. Okay, so this guy replaces a halberdier. Do I like that? Those halberds are pretty trash, if we're being honest. This is a lot better, and it has a nice debuff to it. Now they die a little bit more, but they actually also kill stuff. Yeah, I could get one of those to replace a halberd, sure. Since we have an extra recruitment slot available anyways, we're waiting 2 turns. No, I have to... Unless I want to keep the 2... Nah, I want this. Okay. I guess we'll keep the halberd, even though the other rat's probably a little bit better. We could wait 1 more turn and hire one of these. We could even hire a couple of these if we really wanted to. Now, those are way, way more expensive. I mean, Queek gets these things so cheap, though. They're only 205 instead of 406. We do have a lot of money, but remember, we're trying to save up and get a 3rd army eventually, too. Those are going to be really strong, though, once I upgrade some of this stuff. 10% extra damage, more leadership, more melee attack. Like, those are pretty legit, and he does have the upgrades for them. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here. Yeah, that's for Storm Vermin, Plague Monks, and Death Rat, so... Which Storm Vermin upgrades do I have? I think it's just like 10 armor or something, isn't it? Or I don't even have those. No, the Storm Vermin stuff's over here. I don't know if I want to replace all of these with... I mean, I've looked at this before. That's so much extra gold, though. I'm not even sure if they're that much more effective. I mean... Let me look again. They do have a lot more leadership, but leadership's not really an issue. That'll be the end of this episode once I figure out what I want to do here. Because they do way more damage. Let's go ahead and just throw that out there. They have 44 weapon strength. There's 120 of them in a stack. Just compare them to Storm Vermin. And what kind of upgrades does Queek get for these Storm Vermin? I know he... Well, they come in, they get extra chevrons when I hire them. Doesn't matter, because I'm not hiring them with Queek right now. They get the same stuff here. So I'm going to have 10% extra weapon strength, 10 leadership, and 5 melee attack, I believe, pretty soon for them. What do we get over here? They get an extra 15% physical resist, 10 armor, and 5 leadership, which is crazy. These guys get 5 melee attack, so that upgrade is insane. That's way better. Holy crap. 10 armor and 15% resist. I kept thinking about Hell Pit Abominations and Rat Ogres. I was like, okay, cool. It's like, wow, that's huge, though. 15% physical resist and 10 armor. I mean, that doubles their armor. They don't have a lot of armor to begin with, but... getting 15% extra armor is huge, and then 10% weapon strength. Yeah, 5 melee, 10 weapon strength, 10 leadership. Jesus, that Mutagenica, look, that is pretty dang big. I had overlooked that. So that's going to give them, what, 30%? Do they have 15 base? Come on. Yes, that's going to give them 30% physical resist. Okay, everybody has... Now, their leadership is way higher. They have 72 leadership versus... Not way higher, but like 60. So these guys effectively have 45% physical block. Because 90 blocks 45% of the damage. Now, armor piercing damage affects that. So if units deal like a lot of armor piercing damage, which is fairly common for high tier units, they will mow through that. Physical resist is very good against armor-piercing units because it doesn't affect that. However, magic damage will cut through physical resist. So if I'm against like heavy magical damage units, which are a lot more rare out there are some. Lords in general will have magical units. Some magic spells will give units magical damage, but that's a lot more rare than armor piercing. So this will give them 30% resistance, physical resistance, after I get those upgrades on them. And they'll get an extra 10% off of the armor, because it's going to be 20 armor. So that's going to give them, you know, 40% total resists, and it's going to be way better against armor piercing. So that's almost, that, I mean, just in the vacuum against non-armor piercing, non-magical damage, that's almost the same amount of effective health on these guys as the Storm Vermin, even though the Storm Vermin have a lot more armor once they get that upgrade going. And their damage is insanely higher. And these things deal 27 damage. They do pierce for a decent amount. You know, it pierces for 18. They do get a bonus versus large, but their melee attack's only 22. Their melee defense is only 30, so that's 52 combat power. These things are better. That's 72 combat power with 34 weapon strength, but they have no piercings. They're just never going to do any damage. So that's, overall, that's pretty weak. Versus these guys, they do magic damage, so they're going to cut through physical resist, so they're going to tear up like wraiths when we have to fight the vampire counts. Eventually, they're going to tear up... I mean, wraiths are a huge example, but there are other things that have, like, huge physical resist. They'll tear up, like, savage orcs. They'll tear up just any sort of berserker type of unit. They have 54 base combat efficiency, which is not insane, but they do have frenzy as well. So that gives them an extra 8%. Or extra 8. So that's 62. So not as much melee attack and defense. They have a way bigger charge bonus. And they do an insanely amount of piercing. They have 31 pierce. I can give them poison, which I can do that with the other people as well. But they are faster, I think 42. Yeah, they're a little bit faster. Their charge bonus is 34 though. So when they charge, they do a lot of damage. I mean, I think these are just way better. I hadn't really like thought carefully about just how powerful these are. I just thought they didn't look that good. They were just very clumsy. 120 a stack, 160 in a stack, so there are more of these in a stack. I'm kind of curious to try these out. I think these would be way better against dwarves, because they'll actually deal damage to them. These are just never going to deal damage. Like, yeah, I don't need these to do a lot of damage. I just need them to kind of hold the line, but it would be nice to be able to mow down some dwarves to help out. Carve them up faster. So it is a little bit more expensive, but these things, like, once we get all these upgrades on them and they get to tier 6 or tier 7, they do a lot. Not to mention they have that 10 leadership, which dwarves have an insane amount of leadership to begin with, but that helps getting this 10 leadership. They are a lot more expensive on Queek. They're about 200 a pop more. The bonus, what was the bonus on these guys? It's really anemic, right? It's just like missile resist, whatever. Minor leadership, melee attack, which is good. That's so big though. You get the same leadership bonus, and they get physical resist, which is usually missile resist also. There are some magical missiles, but mostly they're physical. Then the armor. Is it worth paying the extra 800 gold per turn to have upgrades on these guys? These guys do last in combat a bit more because they have more melee attack. They just don't actually do any damage.
Who are you?
I would have to sit here for one more rotation to get them. And we could also just go for normal Plague Monks. I mean, how much better are these? Way better. Still 15% resist. These are way cheaper. 54 combat effectiveness. It's 56. Way bigger charge bonus, more health, leadership, melee attack. They have the magical damage and the contamination. These guys get +7 for Symmetry, but they do no piercing. Okay, I think we'll try out the dudes, the fanatics or whatever they're called, Plague Monk Sensor Bearers. So it's going to be about 200 more a pop, but I'm only going to run 4 of them. Queek is going to get 15% off also. We'll see. I think it'll be worth. Okay. So next turn we'll hire 2 more of them. And then once these 2 finish, then we'll hire 2 more, and then we'll come down and grab Death Runners, and then we'll disperse the units. I could run them in this unit too, but this doesn't need to be as hardcore right now. I think running these guys is fine here for now. I was trying to get Queek to be like as anti-dwarf as I can possibly make him, because he's going to be the one up here murdering dwarves, I think. Now, these guys have a shield though, which does block 35% of small arms fire, which is very important against Quarrelers. But I don't think Quarrelers are going to be a problem. I mean, I think that the Plague Claw catapults and just like spamming clan rats on them, menace from below, is going to be able to knock them out. Okay. Alright, so that's what we'll do. And we'll come back at this next episode. So we're going to come down here, we'll deal with Cetra. We'll wait one more turn to replenish, and we'll probably walk over here, deal with him. And then we'll, after we get a turn of replenishment, we'll come up, kill this. Probably finish recruiting next turn, come over, hand off some more stuff. Maybe after we take this, just start moving down here with Queek and Rell, cleaning this out, and maybe a couple of episodes, and then running up here and getting ready for the huge World War III, when we start fighting the dwarves and all of their allies come at us. So I'm excited. I love the Plague Monk stuff, especially the Sensor Bearers. Like it's so cool. It's such a cool unit. I love the Skaven. The Skaven are just so great. They're just so delightfully evil. Just nuts. They're awesome. But anyways, okay, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.